But women like you die alone. Straight up.
It's an interesting
I honestly
conversation
want
here.
a
I
six-figure
think it's
guy. Is what I'm real.
worthy of talking about, because in the world today, there's a lot of young women, young black women, young women, period, who think that somebody's coming to save their life. Somebody's coming to pay their rent. They heard something or they watched a movie and they believe that there's somebody, a savior, a sugar daddy, somebody coming with some big bags of money to save them. And I think this is hilarious because this is like a check, like a lot of these women, these young women and women in general, they throw on their lashes and their hair, and they tighten up their busts and put on their waist trainers, and they think that they qualify for someone who is established and someone who's successful. Like, you'll never meet, your likelihood of meeting a successful man and conjoining with him on a serious level is likely zero, unless you step your game up, or unless you fix your values and your and I'm not talking about the women that talking about, I know my value. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. I hear it from you all the time. I know my value. And yet the one that's winning, or the one that wins, is the one that can thoroughly satisfy a man and can be mentally stimulating and can be compassionate. Now, I know we have mood swings, and sometimes we need to separate. We really do, because sometimes women get emotional. Let's say men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and this is just the truth. This is just facts. But all in all, if you want to take some advice, ladies, and you let me go to the video, and I'm gonna assess my thoughts and really drop it on you.
I honestly want a six-figure guy. Is what I'm realizing.
And ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Now, I want to correct him, because he's sitting on his pedestal and he feels like what he says is gold, but that's not the absolute truth. I've been with baby mamas. I had a great 2-year relationship with a woman who had a child, not a child, a teenager, really headed towards college. And we had a great relationship. Well, in my eyes, it lasted 2 years. I mean, relationships don't even last that long, but we had a great relationship. And for whatever reason, we broke off. It probably speaks to what he's talking about. But in terms of, I don't know, self-esteem or just other issues in general, I mean, she did come back sometime later and apologize, but still that apparently we don't get it that or you women don't get it that successful men are not all over the place. Successful good men aren't all over the place. You could be successful, man. You could be a successful man, but not a good man. You could be a good man, but not a successful man. Can you get a balanced man? Can you get a balanced man that has some success and is good and righteous and caring and attentive and intentional and committed? Can you get that? So it's a search for sure. But I want to let him talk more about just what you might be interested in looking for, or what you like, your expectations outweighing your reason and your reality. Let's listen.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
So before I go further, this man is very condescending. I'd have hung up the phone on him, but you know what? Women kissing up like he's the God. He's not the God. He's just one voice. He don't speak for all of us. He don't speak. He got a suit on. I guess that makes him successful, and he has a voice and he has a platform. That don't say jack. It ain't got nothing to do with me. So he don't speak for me. So women, stop cowering to men like this. You know, if he speaks to you in a condescending way, you need to check his ass. Excuse me, sir, don't speak to me that way. Like, I respect your platform, but let's talk to each other like grown-ups. All right, here it is.
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one of you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10?
This is the coldest shit right here.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay.
Put myself together. Paint.
5'5".
Lashes. Hair.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
She's petite.
So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So
I would never give myself a 5. I'm a beast.
Tend not to get high earning men. They tend to get average men.
So
did you stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest.
Yeah, take it in, huh?
You're 35 years old and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women. Off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what?
This woman's on the brink of tears. Like, how are you a consult or a trying to help women and being condescending like this? This woman, she's fairly attractive, but I would, number one, tell her never give yourself a 5, dear. Never look at yourself that way. To someone's bottom might be someone's top. Like, someone might look at you as a 5, but another person might see you as a 10. Don't ever say that. Don't ever put yourself down. What is it? There's a song that TLC had. So Pretty. Look at that song for sure. What is going on out here? What in the snaggle puss pork chop eating garbage is this? Let's go back.
I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but.
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay. average looking women, average looking woman who's older, average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son, average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men. You don't qualify for one. And you're making, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy?
Sometimes I feel like
She's trembling.
in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in
Well, then you're
control.
gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone, straight up, because you think you're better than the men that you qualify for. And the only reason, honestly, ma'am, that I can see a woman like yourself really thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities. And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids. And you're average.
This dude's stupid. I don't agree.
And your reality of your life has showed you that. You don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you.
That could be access to, and communication issues.
See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 foot, 6 feet tall, 6-figure income.
Man, look, let me tell you something, women. If you're a great communicator and you have acceptable looks, or you're taking care of yourself, there's nothing wrong with average looks. Now, who the hell determines what average looks are? The magazines, the videos, some of the best-selling artists today now are heavyset. From the comedians to the rapper singer, what's this girl that was on Saturday Night Live? There's all kinds of people and shapes, But I'm telling you, it's like, don't feed into fools like this who thrive on being condescending and speaking down to you. You need someone to lift you up. Why are you even, I love your show. No, what you really mean is, I want to suck your, and that's what you really mean. You need to back up off of that. Like, what are you feeding your mind out here today? You need to be listening to diverse personalities. Lisa Nichols ain't gonna talk to you this way. Lisa Nichols is gonna inspire the hell out of you. You know what I'm saying? You listen to T.D. Jakes or Joel Osteen. There's so many names out here, voices, thought leaders that will inspire you to be a better you before you could ever pick up a man. What you need to be a better you. This woman is dysfunctional right now. She don't even know what she wants. I feel so bad for her. She needs some someone to really encourage her, to get her on her game, so she's not coming with her tongue hanging out to cats like this. Hey, I'm not hating on this guy's talk game and his, hey, do you, bro? What's his name? I don't even know his 6-figure man. It's probably his that's probably his name of his YouTube channel. I'll find him. I'll do the research. But I'll do the research. and I'll even come back and put something in the comments, but I just feel like this woman is coming from a perspective. Look, she's taking notes, like like everything he says, like he's a teacher. Nah, man, you can't teach her nothing. You can't. You're being condescending. You're talking down to her. You're not encouraging her. She might go kill herself after she listens to this. Man, let's finish watching this.
Line, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people.
Average people
You're an
get
average
average
person.
people.
I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business.
So what's wrong with
You've
that?
been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay. But if I'm looking at you, if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
He's right
I
about
mean,
that
I
part.
look the same. I'm just.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
I'm sorry.
No, you don't.
You paint.
You don't look the same. 'Cause
painting
if you
a-
did, you wouldn't have all that on.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give him that.
So, what is your advice for women that?
All right, I'll tell you my advice.
Kill
man.
yourself.
Listen to me. That's why I always recommend
That's
you
the
need-
way
you
he's
need to
talking.
stay in therapy. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you don't. But you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being. Don't
Yes,
tell me
he
I'm
is.
being mean. Look, I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you
Broads.
cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here, and I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you, and I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my phone. Tired of y'all doing this shit.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So I do want to research the dude, man, because this is the worst. This is what the women are dealing with today. Men that are verbally abusive. He may have a little bit of good advice. He could have went up that avenue about her eyelashes and her hair and her makeup. He could have went up that avenue, and he could have given her some great advice. But instead, he smashed her. Like I'll be surprised if she didn't go kill herself after that. You know, and she was a fan. I hope she. Oh my God! And she put her face out there. Oh man, I feel really bad for this woman. Anyway, let me get back. Let me bring it back. Ladies, I have to say that I need you to work on you before you get to another level and you bring another person in your life. Work on you. Be happy with you. And that might have to start with being, healthy with what you eat. That might have to be on a nice workout routine. That might be, you definitely got to be drinking water every day. You gotta slow down on all of this makeup, these eyelashes and this hair. This is phony. Slow it down a little bit. Too much of something is overboard. I see a lot of you doing too much of that. And the first thing I see when I see someone with the big whiskers on the eyes, I'm like, oh my God, what a hot mess. What a hot mess. Eyelashes be an inch long. Stop it. Who are you trying to attract? You know who you're going to attract? You're going to attract someone who takes advantage of you. You're going to attract someone who takes advantage of you because he's going to see your self-esteem issues. But I need you to slow down on that. Yeah, it's okay to make yourself up and, like you say, get yourself together, but you're doing too much sometimes. Putting on too much. It's not necessary. To attract a successful man, it's not necessary. I want a woman who is comfortable with herself. She doesn't need to put on the whole show like you're on stage every day. And then when we see the real you, when all that nonsense comes off, we like, oh, this is the real you. Oh, okay. Can you be comfortable with that? Look, I want to talk more about this. I'd love to have conversations about this. I'd love to hear your 2 cents about this. I'd love to hear the fellas come in on this as well. Come on in. Let's have this conversation, because it's not a one-off, and I'm not the only voice. I'm just one voice. But I mean, I think I have enough experience that you can learn from things that I say. Don't take everything I say to heart, and definitely don't take everything this dude says to heart. We need to be better for our women. We need to lift them up. We need to encourage them. We need to teach them better, because they're hurting. They're hurting as a result of a lot of black men hurting. But we need to help by sharing information and wisdom, and that's what I'm here for. Peace. I hope you enjoyed this for what it's worth. Let's have this conversation. This